I just hope this guy gets a chance, man. This guy's Jordan Love.
Oh my God.
I just hope he gets a chance to make his mark in the league.
Jordan, you're lucky that this guy's on the show because I promise you wouldn't have a topic today.
Yeah, at Herbert 5, Burrow 10.
Jordan Love.
That's valid.
Now, A.J. Dillon at OTAs said that Jordan Love, he's got his swagger back. That's what he said about Jordan Love. Now, Jordan Love, he hasn't gotten an opportunity to start full-time because Aaron Rodgers is there in Green Bay. Now, they extended Rodgers. Love is in year 3. Is he ever going to get a chance to play?
Well, I look at it like this. Rodgers sat 3 years behind Brett Favre before he got his opportunity. Now, Jordan Love's now going into year 3. Now, the difference is Rodgers is coming off back-to-back MVPs. This was unexpected of them, given at the time Rodgers was seemingly dropping off. Wasn't the Rodgers that we had been accustomed to for however many years in a row. But instead, they draft Jordan Love. Now, Rodgers is now back-to-back, and he's put him in a situation where you don't need Jordan Love. And now you've wasted that pick to a degree. Do I think he'll get his opportunity once Rodgers is done with football? And you can't rush Jordan Love back into this lineup, especially when Rodgers is coming off back-to-back MVPs. You simply cannot do it because then the franchise looks bad. And then if Jordan Love's not who the Packers were thinking that he is, now you not only folded with drafting Jordan Love in the first round, but then you didn't add depth to the wide receiver position for Aaron Rodgers to potentially succeed and bring home a Super Bowl. I think he will have his time, but it's not in the near future. Well, maybe I can't say not in the near future because we didn't speak about it, but Rodgers was actually just asked the question of, how much longer is that time coming? And he said that he can see his time coming up relatively soon. So maybe it's not the end of next year, maybe it's the following year, but that window for Rodgers' career is closing maybe sooner than we're expecting. So maybe Love has his chance next season, or the following season, excuse me. And who really knows other than Aaron Rodgers? But I think he has his chance with the Packers for sure. But it's not next season for sure.
He gets a chance for one reason. Teams are desperate for quarterbacks.
Okay.
They always are. They will be, especially as a quarterback-driven league, more now than ever.
Don't regret what you're about to say, man.
Sam Darnold got a second chance.
It's true.
Marcus Mariota is getting a chance. We saw Jameis Winston get another chance after
Trubisky?
sitting for your Mitch Trubisky. I mean, we have seen some, no disrespect, some very underwhelming quarterbacks come out and get second chances, sometimes third chances. Drew Lock, another one. So Jordan Love will eventually get the chance because Jordan Love's a mystery right now, right? He played one regular season game and he played a half against Detroit week 18 this past season when Rodgers, they were locked in for the 1 seed or whatever. So he will get a chance. But what does he look like when he starts? Because his very limited action and preseason, he does have like a 68% completion percentage, like a 1 to 2 touchdown interception ratio, something that's kind of whatever. It's preseason. Who really cares? The one game against the Chiefs this last year, I remember being at this table talking about this is Jordan Love's best chance because he was going against a struggling Chiefs defense at the time.
Elite team. Elite defense.
No. What's crazy, what's hilarious is that was actually the game that the Chiefs figured it out.
Yes.
No, yeah, I know.
That was the game.
It took Jordan Love coming out to the field.
They were terrible. They were terrible going into week 9 whenever
But then
it was
the
they
Chiefs
played.
proved themselves out.
Okay, but going in, they were legitimately like a bottom
One of the worst.
2 defenses in the league. Jordan Love
But
went
they
out
should have
there.
never been that.
Jordan Love went out there. Well, we had an 8-game sample size, and they were terrible for 8 games regardless. 19 for 34, 190 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That was his stat line. First-round pick. The guy who's supposed to replace Aaron Rodgers. Now,
Not just
maybe down the line.
One of the best of all time.
Maybe down the line, Jordan Love turns into something. But it's hard for me to believe that, listen, Aaron Rodgers is all-timer, one of the best quarterbacks, first ballot Hall of Famer, most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen in our life. But it's hard for me to believe that a team like the Packers are going to deal with Aaron Rodgers' nonsense for really 2+ seasons now, where he has all this drama going on. He asked for a trade like on draft day, last draft in 2021.
Take me back.
He has all of these interviews with Pat McAfee, the COVID stuff, the vaccination status, all this nonsense that goes around with Aaron Rodgers. And some of it you put up with because it's Aaron Rodgers. But if you had something special behind him, if you know Jordan Love, the Chiefs had no problem getting rid of Alex Smith. A different situation, I understand that. But if you had something special like Mahomes, like they saw every day in practice, I think the Packers They could have got 3 first-round picks pretty easily for Aaron Rodgers. With no doubt in my mind, they could have got 3 first-round picks, opened up cap room. Tay wanted to leave regardless, but maybe they could have went out and traded for a Tyreek Hill or one of these other guys, and AJ Brown, who ended up getting moved this offseason. They could have done that if they had something special in Jordan Love. We don't hear anything. This is going on our 3rd year of Jordan Love. No practice reports. No, he's killing stuff at OTAs. He has his swagger back now, so maybe that means something. He'll get a chance, but at this point in his career, it's hard for me to think that year 4 he's going to come and break out into the scene.
It's just disappointing. Usually people with glasses analyze things much further than this. But that's not the case here. The fact that you're down on Jordan Love makes me not love your position.
Before you go on, give me one reason why I should be high on Jordan Love. In 2022, why I should be high on Jordan Love. I'll wait.
The maturity this young man shows forth and puts out every single interview, whenever he's asked about things, shows me he's a leader. I think Jordan Love is a guy that he's handled this situation as great as anybody can handle it. He hasn't gotten uneasy. He's just been a student. He wants to play, but he understands one of the greats is currently in front of him, so he won't get that opportunity. He's even said it's disappointing for sure because he wants to be the guy, but Aaron has earned that right, and he's 100% right. Talking about Mahomes, it was easier to move on from an Alex Smith who constantly lost whenever you got to the playoffs. The wild card. He constantly lost the wild card. It's
kind of like
easy.
Aaron Rodgers.
Not like Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers, when's the last time he went to the Super Bowl?
He's been to before this past season. He was in back-to-back NFC Championship games.
I went to a
if
Super
I'm
Bowl.
not mistaken.
He loses.
But still, like
They just got embarrassed by the Niners.
it's Rodgers. So let's not
I'm
even
not
talk.
comparing him to Alex Smith. I'm just saying we're not going to sit here and pretend like Aaron
It's a
Rodgers
huge
goes to multiple Super Bowls over the last 5 years.
It's a huge difference.
It
And
is.
we know that Rodgers elevates that team. And without Rodgers, they're probably not even making a sniff in the playoffs.
They have a good defense. I was going to say top 5.
They're not sniffing the playoffs.
No, you could say they have a potential top 5 defense.
No, I was going to say top 5 pick.
So hold your horses. That being said, I think Jordan Love has showed a lot of maturity throughout this entire process and not getting impatient and just waiting his turn. While you were giving your entire monologue about why you think Jordan Love ultimately won't pan out, because that's basically what you did, all I could picture was somebody putting in a VHS tape, rewinding this clock back to 2008, you sitting at this table and saying, it's been 3 years for Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre, one of the better quarterbacks to ever play all time. You just got to move off Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be the number 1 pick overall, though.
He went to the 20s.
I just want to get this. I want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Jordan Love he could have been a top 10 pick.
I want to make sure I'm getting this right. Jordan Love's comp is Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not saying his comp is Aaron Rodgers, but I'm saying we're giving up on a quarterback that we haven't seen much of.
Don't you think there's a reason?
Just off the sole fact we haven't seen much of. The reason we haven't seen much of it is because Aaron Rodgers is playing over him.
That's the reason.
That's why he's playing over him. But Jordan Love, to me, in his first 2 starts against KC and the Lions at the end of the season, did he show all world great? He didn't show that.
Trey Lance showed a lot more in his 2 starts than Trey.
He's also playing in a much simpler offense.
It's Shanahan LaFleur.
But there's different play calling.
I know, but it's the same scheme. It's the same offense. It's all.
But it's not the same play caller. Play calling matters.
Okay,
play calling matters.
It's the same offense. I don't know what
play calling matters a ton.
It's the same offense.
So there were in the KC game, there were multiple times where the play design wasn't right. Where if he would have a running back coming off a play action and he wouldn't be there, Jordan Love, he had defenders in his face the entire game. He wasn't able to really step into throws. No, I'm just saying. I mean, there's one thing about making throws in front of guys. There's another thing about having free rushes in your face and you not having the time to step into throws. That happened to Jordan Love.
God forbid I say that about 2 of them, right?
Patrick Mahomes, week 17, when he got his chance to start his rookie year, he didn't look Hall of Fame, exceptional, all-time great either. I'm just saying, these things take time.
But it doesn't take Patrick Mahomes 3 years to become the starter.
That's because Aaron Rodgers wasn't over him, wasn't starting over him.
Because you see special at practice every single day with Patrick Mahomes.
And AJ Dillon just said he got a swagger back.
That is not That's not special. That doesn't mean
That's
he's doing
telling me
anything.
he did something. I'm just saying.
What'd he do?
We all got to ride for someone mediocre, right?
I'm just saying Jordan Love. I mean, yeah, you do it with Tua all the time.
But I mean, like, at least Tua starting, at least Jalen Hurts starts. Like,
Jordan Love.
My mediocre guy's Daniel Jones, by the way. I wasn't talking about Tua.
Oh.
You know,
I don't think Jalen Hurts is mediocre.
According to everybody else, it's Tua.
everyone else is wrong.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna see. Season is not far away.
Okay, what's so give me the 2 to 3 year plan for Jordan Love. He has a $150 million extension. I believe, I don't know if it's after every year, but definitely after 2024, Rodgers could get out.
Listen. If Jordan Love does not get a chance, it's evident that he won't play next year or start in 2023, he'll get traded.
Yeah, because this is year 3. Next year will be year 4. Then you have a 5th year option that's going to be $25 million you'd have to pick up to be a backup quarterback.
Yep.
And that would be, if they trade him, one of the worst draft picks ever.
You're saying their cap space is already in shambles.
Yeah. One of the worst draft picks ever because you took a first-round pick and you didn't even see him play. Like, it's one thing if a guy busts and you know it's like, all right, we missed. But, like, you didn't even see him play. It's just a mystery. Who knows what would happen? Unless, what do you get for Jordan Love now? A 3rd-round pick at absolute best?
4th rounder.
Yeah. It's probably a 4th-round pick.
Green Bay folded like a cheap suit.
Yeah. Maybe if they got a receiver.
Did they fold or do they just need to give him the opportunity?
Get Rodgers out of here.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're saying?
We'll give Rodgers $150 million.
I'm not like I obviously know that's not what you're saying, but that's really what it comes down to. Like, do we want the Packers to try and vindicate this selection by getting rid of Rodgers? No, we're gonna clown them even more. You keep Rodgers because it's the sound thing to do. You need to accept as a franchise we made one of the worst picks in our history of our franchise.
Up for him, didn't they? I believe so.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jordan Love does start, he's the second best quarterback in that division by default.
What? No.
It's Kirk Cousins' Love, then it's Fields and Goff.
He's the worst one.
No, he's not.
Jordan Love hasn't shown us anything, bro.
I think he'll be the second best out of that group.
Who is the second best right now? Do you take Goff or Fields?
I mean, numbers wise, probably Goff over last year, but like I'd rather have Fields.
I agree.
Oh, yeah, give me Fields.
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
God forbid they gave him some help.
It's tragic.
It's tragic as hell. I don't know why Bears fans like hate me, bro.
They should love you.
Like, I love Justin Fields. Like, I want him to succeed and be good. And Bears fans hate me because I shit on their team. Like,
bro, you're like one of the only people that I see support Justin Fields.
And I get dumbfounded because I have Bears fans in my mentions talking to me about Velez Jones and Equanimous St. Brown and I'm in this offensive line. I'm like, bro, they're like, oh, you got to look at the secondary. Look how bad our secondary was last year. I'm like,
that's true.
Your secondary is going to be terrible, but at least, like, give your franchise quarterback who you spent 2 first-round picks for to trade up, like, give him some weapons.
It all starts with
Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy, who are not there no more.
No, I know, yeah. They're the ones who put this team together, but you had this offseason to put pieces.
No, I'm saying they're the ones who traded up for Justin.
No, I agree. But whoever they hire as a GM and coach, like, I'm assuming they went in this talk, like, do you think Justin Fields could be the guy? Like, I'm assuming they're saying yes. Like, I don't think the ownership is saying we're going to give up on him already after spending 2 first-round picks to move up.